Today I am bringing you a kind of like a product review. I'm going to be doing a food sensitivity test by Everlywell. I was very lucky to get this food sensitivity test from my boyfriend for my birthday. I've been wanting this for a really long time. It goes over 204 foods to identify if you're sensitive to those foods. So I'm going to show you the whole process. It's going to take a little bit of time to get my results, but I'll at least show you the process consolidated in this video. So this is what the food sensitivity test looks like. Has some info on the back. So it says, to get started, register your kit using your unique ID. So I guess it has a unique ID. I have to register at a website so that I can track my results. It has an instruction card. It gives you steps and then also some information about where to go if you need help. And then it does go over the process with you. So it says first I have to register the kit. Then I have to fill out the collection card, which is the blood sample. It tells you how to provide the blood sample. You want it completely covered, not partially covered. I am going to go ahead and do this. So this is what the kit looks like. I don't like these kinds of needles. I find them to be startling and they cause me quite a bit of anxiety. Believe it or not, I actually don't like needles. I know that seems really bizarre because I do my ketone tests so often, but the way that I do my ketone tests are very specific to what causes me the least amount of anxiety. So I will basically do that approach to this blood sample as well and show you guys how I do it. So normally in my ketone test videos, I don't show my blood just because I know some people are very sensitive to the sight of blood, so I don't do that. In this video, I will give you a caution when I'm going to show you my blood, so you can skip ahead a little bit. This is what the sample card looks like. They need quite a few samples. And then they have the little bag that I'm supposed to put the blood sample in. And then under this little green thing is the label to return my sample and a bag as well. So we will get to that. Okay, so I have my own lancets that I use for my ketone testing. Unfortunately, if you don't have lancets, they're pretty cheap, but if you don't have lancets, you would have to use the provided ones. Some people are just fine with these ones, the little ones that shoot you. I can't do it. I just can't. So comes with an alcohol wipe, so I'm going to find my plumpest finger. Maybe this one. Maybe my pinky. So something that's been happening with my hands, this happens every winter. They get a little plump because of the cold. So should be easy to identify the biggest one. Okay, so I got my wipe. I hear to get your blood flowing, you're supposed to move your hands like on your side, get the blood circulation going. You can put your hands under warm water, I've heard. I just want to make sure that that is all dry. So obviously I'm going to need more blood for this than I usually need for my ketone tests. So here we go. This is how I get the blood for my ketone tests. I just take the lancet. Caution, I'm going to stab myself. I kind of push down my skin and then I just press in as long as I can. So caution, here's the blood part. I have it like that, and I want to make sure enough gets bumped up to then press onto the sample. Okay, they are going to need so much blood for this. So I'm going to show you the first sample that I gave. I had to basically place my finger down on it and then squeeze my finger to get enough blood to fill the circle. It's a lot. Okay, last time showing any blood is hard. It's really hard. I'm hoping this works, but it's hard. I ended up having to stab myself like 4 times on my pinky, and then I tried a new finger. It's cold right now, so that definitely has something to do with it, but I got it done. That's what matters. So, okay, so it says tuck under here. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, I think I was supposed to let it dry. Okay, so once your sample is dry, so I might wait a moment, but it says I'm supposed to tuck it and then put my name and stuff. And then I'm supposed to put my sample in this bag. And then that bag goes into this shipping bag, and I'll put the label on. And then I'll be all done. So I gotta register it to get the results or whatever. So I'll show you that process as well. I'm actually supposed to put the sample back into the box that I got it with. This. And then put it in. That makes sense to keep it secure. Okay, it's all sealed. Got my shipping label. Good to go. One thing I do want to say is I have not eaten or had anything to drink today. That's not a stipulation that they made. It's just something that I wanted to do just to try and make sure my results came out as consistent, as accurate as possible. Okay, so I go to Everlywell. I go to everlywell.com/register. This is what comes up. I'm going to go to create a new account. It's asking for my first and last name and an email address and to create a password. Takes you to this screen to register. So it wants me to fill in this unique ID that came on this card. Now it wants some additional personal information like my date of birth, my address, and phone number. And it also wants my gender for some reason. It has you confirm your information and then it's registered. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this in the mailbox now, and then I will let you guys know as soon as I hear the results. So I do have my boyfriend here with me.
Hey.
Leanne had suggested we call him Mr. Married, as in married to keto. So my boyfriend is here. He's really excited for me to go over the reviews. I have it, or the the results. I haven't looked at the results yet. And he actually was the one who had bought the Everlywell food sensitivity test for me for my birthday, I think. Mm-hmm. So he's really anxious to see the results too. So I thought we would go over it together. Okay, so I logged in to Everlywell. I had to create an account to be able to see the results. It says your test showed an IgG reactivity above normal to 24 foods. Foods in the high, moderate, or mild reactivity ranges are good candidates for a temporary elimination diet to help identify your food sensitivities. After reviewing your results, I could join a webinar. So let's see. I haven't done this before, so... Okay, so then I got... What? Okay, so it says moderate reactivity, which I guess is higher. It says egg whites.
Whoa, you love eggs. So, you eat them all the time.
Yes, that's kind of weird. Do I get migraines? I was just watching a video of me doing an egg fast, and I said I had migraines every single day. I kind of thought that was because I was having less carbs, and maybe I was going through a carb withdrawal, but I wonder if it's actually because of the egg whites. And also, come to think of it, I was having a lot of really bad migraines, and I had like a skin, like allergic reaction when I was having a lot of chaffles and 90-second bread, which I used only egg white.
Yeah. Kind of makes sense.
So I was thinking maybe it was the almond flour that was giving me an allergic reaction, because I never would have thought egg whites. Well, that's kind of a bummer. So I'll have to try that out and like stop having eggs.
Yeah, well, this is good. It's something we never would have thought of.
Yeah. Class 2 foods in your lab results can cause symptoms as well. So I guess that's what the moderate level means, is the moderate reactivity are foods that can cause symptoms. So I guess they're kind of doing it in different severity. So moderate being you would see symptoms. The next section is mild, which is create a small immune reaction, but they can be sneaky symptom causers. So maybe more subtle symptoms, not so much like that headache that I usually get, but maybe I'm feeling congested, maybe I'm feeling lethargic, kind of more subtle symptoms. And for that category, I have 23. So it's acting like I don't have very severe food sensitivities. Why not the whole egg? The egg white and egg yolk have different protein structures, and your IgG antibodies may react to one but not the other. So they're saying I might be able to have egg yolks.
That's cool. And then it gives some hidden sources of what contains egg whites.
Yes, it says hidden sources. So meringue has egg whites, egg substitutes, marzipan, marshmallow, nougat, custard, souffle, mayonnaise. Oh, I can't have mayonnaise.
Love mayonnaise.
Aioli, cakes, cookies, pies, casseroles, pretzels.
All the good stuff.
Salad dressing.
French toast.
Baking mixtures, French toast, some ice creams, Asian cuisine, and cuisines like fried rice, pad thai. That's crazy. Oh. It says ingredients on the nutrition facts label for... Oh, check the ingredients on the nutrition facts label for phrases containing prefixes, ovo, and ova as well. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so mild reactivity, there's 23. Anise has a licorice flavoring. Well, I'm not worried about that. Mildly spicy. What? Bell peppers, which I don't really have ever. Brazil nuts. Chicken.
But you don't have that hardly ever.
I don't. Chickpea, cloves, coffee, crab curry egg yolk. So I have a moderate sensitivity to egg white and a mild sensitivity to egg yolk. So it sounds like eggs are just a no-go. Eggplant, garlic, kelp, lobster, macadamia, marjoram, oats, raisin, rye, spelt, thyme, wheat.
Most of that stuff you don't even eat.
Yeah, so the only thing I could really take away from that is egg yolk, chicken, garlic, and wheat. You
put garlic salt.
Yeah, but I put garlic in some things, but it's not very often. And wheat, I really only have wheat when I have the bread substitutes, and that makes me feel better when I have migraines, not worse. So I also don't see beef on here anywhere. So what are your thoughts?
On the beef or the whole test?
On all of it. That's it. That's all of it.
That's the whole thing? Well,
then it says normal sensitivity 180 foods, which I don't care about the ones I normally react to.
I don't know. I feel like with beef, sometimes you eat certain beef products and you're okay, and then sometimes you're not.
I think it depends on the quantity, because I've noticed when I have one burger at night with like some American cheese, I can be okay.
Yeah.
But that night that I had 2 burgers for tacos, I had a migraine all the next day. So I feel like it is maybe like one of those more moderate kind of sensitivities where I can tolerate a certain amount, but then, the reaction is going to increase the more I have of it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I don't have an allergy against it. It's just I'm sensitive to it. But they don't have beef anywhere on this list.
Yeah.
So what do you think about what it's telling me?
But I mean, I feel like these tests, like we've seen in the past, you did one where it said peach. You were supposed to be allergic. Was it peach or apricots? But you had eaten it before, and like you weren't. It had no effect on you. Remember? Like
it said peaches were a food that I could eat.
Oh, could eat?
Yeah, and I had just like on a random day took a bite of a peach and got like an instant headache. So I knew that peach, and even now when I have things that are peach flavored, I can get a migraine too. Yeah. So that's why I knew that test was garbage, because I knew from personal experience, peach is one of the few things that I've been able to identify is a no-go for me. So with this, they're giving, I can look at the foods that they say are okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on here. There it is.
There's beef, yeah.
2! It says my beef results are 2. So that means like I have like almost no negative reaction to beef.
Yeah.
I guess I'm more confused about what exactly is it considering to be normal reactivity.
Yeah.
And what is, when it's saying, oh, you can have a moderate reaction where you would show symptoms, I think that's kind of broad, because I would think a symptom is the migraines that I get. I get an abnormal amount of migraines, so I'm thinking that is a symptom of food sensitivity. That being said, the food that I've noticed, was peach. I should check peach.
Yeah.
Did you see? There it is.
1.
Yeah, so I feel like my ultimate tester is peach, because I know that peach is something that I don't react positively to. And they're saying that it's something that I react normally to. So, what is your takeaway from this?
Like I said, I just don't know how much you can trust it. And like I don't know like what mild, moderate, and normal is supposed to be, like in terms of like symptoms and.
Well, I'm guessing normal would be that I have no reactivity to it.
Yeah.
Which I know to be false.
Right.
So I can definitely try out excluding eggs, but I feel like eggs are such a it's an important part of a keto diet that to try it out for just to test this theory that I'm insensitive to it, I feel like might be just a waste of time because I question the validity of these results because I can understand the things that it's saying I'm sensitive to. I can make I can rationalize those conclusions, but the things that it's saying I am okay with, I disagree with just based on anecdotal information. So that makes me question if they're not doing a comprehensive, accurate test to do both. You have to do both sides. You have to get it accurate on the things that I'm insensitive to as well as the things that I'm not sensitive to. And if they're putting things that I know personally I am sensitive to on the food list of my normal reactivity, that makes me think, well, if I know that's inaccurate, why wouldn't the other side be inaccurate too?
Right.
So I could I could try and cut out all eggs from my diet for 2 weeks, but that might not be beneficial at all, and it might just make me spend 2 weeks without eggs and not gain anything from it. Because I don't know the legitimacy of these results because they have things that are supposed to be okay for me to eat, and I know from personal experience they are not. I don't doubt my personal experience at all because if I take a bite of something and it instantly makes me feel bad, I need no clearer sign than that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you know that these results aren't valid for some of them, how can you trust the whole thing?
Yeah, that's the thing is, it also says, it says almonds are something I react normally to.
Yeah.
Baker's yeast. Yeah, so just the fact that it has beef on there and peach as normal reactive foods, I just question the whole thing. There was a site that a dietitian had recommended to me, and I know that one's out of pocket too. This is the second food sensitivity test I've done that I disagreed with the results. So I'm debating if it's even worth doing a third one.
Yeah, at this point, probably not.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I need to figure out something. So I think I'll just try and exclude eggs from my diet after I'm done with the eggs that I currently have and see how that goes.
For 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think I'll do it for 2 weeks. See if I get any headaches. You know what I should do?
What?
Is I should have no eggs, because that's basically the thing that it's saying I'm most insensitive to.
Yeah.
I can have no eggs, but have like all the beef in the world, and I bet you anything, I'll get migraines for sure.
Yeah.
So.
What do you even replace eggs with? I mean, that's such a big part of your diet.
You wouldn't. You just not have it, and then. But that's the thing is, I know I've done carnivore for I think a week. I've done different spurts of doing, only beef. I know that ground beef, I react negatively to. It's not every time. So I think it definitely depends on the quantity, but I think it's kind of crazy to say that I react negatively to eggs, which is like the least harmful thing.
Right.
Like when people say, they're trying to identify sensitivities, they tend to have more eggs because it's kind of like one of those just like overall agreed, it's just like a safe food to have. It just has a lot of nutrients and not a lot of harmful stuff in it. So I think that's kind of crazy to say that I have a sensitivity to eggs, but I think I'll try it just because it's one food to exclude. That's not going to be hard. And the potential that I could benefit from it is worth it, and I'll just wait for when I run out of eggs. But
Yeah. Like you said, it might make sense.
yeah, it might, but just the fact that they have all these other things saying that I'm okay with. So I know avocados make my stomach hurt, and it's saying I have normal reactivity from it.
Yeah.
And I know that that makes me nauseous if I have too much avocado.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'll try. I'll have maybe like a what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week kind of video where I show me trying to apply what they are saying and see how it goes. I don't know. I can't imagine having more beef and less eggs and that being a positive experience. But
yeah,
did the test, so I'll give it a try and see what happens. But I might look into another sensitivity test because I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I need to figure out what I'm sensitive to because by trial and error, it's just not working. And I could try an elimination diet, but then it's like, what food would be my go-to?
Right.
I need to have a food that's considered safe, and I could have like pork. I feel like pork is safe. But I don't know. Too much pork might make me get migraines too. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Just having pork, only pork. So it's kind of hard when you don't know the foods that you don't have sensitivities to. It's hard to do an elimination diet because you have to have something.
Yeah, where do you start?
And a lot of people would start with eggs. That's the thing. A lot of people would start with eggs because it's like the least harmful thing you can have, and it's also very nutrient dense. So I can very easily cut eggs out and see how that goes. And then if I still get migraines, then I'll just maybe do an egg fast and reintroduce things into my diet to figure things out that way. But that's a long process. It's a lot of eggs to figure out every little thing that I can eat, you know?
Yeah.
But that might be the next step, considering these food sensitivity tests are not working so great. Because I feel like, I don't know how they do their tests and how reliable they are, but I just feel like the information that they're providing doesn't quite align with my experiences. So, do you have any thoughts?
You just gotta listen to your body. And if your body is telling you something different than the test, I don't think you should trust the test.
Yeah, that's probably true. So, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. I'm definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say. This really didn't give me all that much feedback, unfortunately.
Yeah, I had high hopes for this test.
Yeah. So, and this was like $120.
More than that.
$150.
A little more than that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think normally it was like $210, but it was on sale for like $180.
Oh my god.
They have a cheaper test than this one, but it does less foods.
Yeah.
But do you think this would be worth it? You can talk to a healthcare professional about your results. Do you think that might bring you any sort of, I don't know, value?
No, because I'm sure they'll just justify whatever it says.
Yeah. See, I had high hopes for this. Disappointed, but I think it's worth at least looking into that one food item that it did say.
Yeah.
So
I might as well try it and see how it works and then go from there. Let me know what you guys think is a safe food for me to do an elimination diet, because now I'm skeptical about doing eggs. I don't really trust these results, but for it to say the one thing that I'm moderately sensitive to is eggs is just kind of worrisome.
yeah.
So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. But that is all we have for you in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Your shirt's inside out.
I've been walking around all day like this.
All right.